Stu Aspinall joins us right now, the Assistant Chief, City of Coquitlam Fire and Rescue and team leader for the Sprinkler Protection Unit that you took up to the 108-mile area. And now that you're back, some of the photos you've brought back, very compelling, very powerful, but tell us about how this specific unit works and what you encountered.
Well, the Sprinkler Protection Unit is brought in to protect structures that may be in line of fire if the fire turns certain ways. So you go in with a team and you set up bladders and pumps and get sprinkler heads going, and you wet the area and you keep the structures wet in case the embers come and the fire gets in that direction.
Well, you brought some photos to showcase the reality of the setup, so let's go through the first set of how this unit works and give us a perspective of when you arrived in the area, what you saw and how you tackled the strategy.
Well, that picture there is of a tender, which is used, brings in large amounts of water. That one is the Coquitlam one that runs with a pump and roll opportunity, so it can hit water on the sides of roadways, stuff like that. There you're looking at one of the structures that we protected in the burn-off area, so they were worried about the fire getting to that, so we went in and we set up our protection. It's an example of the bladders that are used. They set up pumps and they pump their surrounding areas, and that keeps things wet. So lots of air support, forestry, wildland crews come in and drop water all around you as well, keep everything wet.
Now, as you set this up as a proactive measure to preserve some of the structures, sometimes things can be unpredictable, especially with the wind factor. So the reality on the roads, some of the embers shooting out on the roads, what did you experience firsthand and how intense did it get?
Well, there was a back burn or a burn-off area. And so there was some, anytime the trees would go up or whatever, then you would have embers coming across and risking lighting the other side of the highway on fire. So
I think we have some of those photos too, Al. If you can roll those in, we can get a quick glimpse of what you saw. So take us through this.
Yeah, so you can see the embers there. They follow you, and there's a risk of them coming across the highway and getting things going on the other side. So we look for any of the hot spots or any of the fires. Sometimes they're 20 by 20 and hit those and put them out. And then of course the fire creates its own wind and everything, and you can see some of those pictures there where the trees get going. It's overwhelming. With
these fires, and we've seen multiple shots of the plumes of smoke that come out of the result of these wildfires, air quality, what did you experience there?
One morning they told us that the air quality rating is from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, and they said it was 38. so definitely lots of smoke for the whole time that we were up there. You're definitely breathing a lot of smoke. Some days worse than others, of course.
And as we go through these photos, it's remarkable of how cool, calm, collected, the amount of teamwork that goes into something like this. I mean, there's a first-hand shot of what you're dealing with air quality. Preserving structures, I know the cemetery was an important one for you, but the overall experience, what surprised you with the meetings you had with people there, with the fires you had to fight? So what do you take away from this experience overall?
The teamwork's huge. Everyone from the mayor and councils that support all the municipal fire departments going up to help out with the events, the wildland fire teams. We work directly with teams from Ontario, Saskatchewan, Northwest Territories. Huge team effort. Hydro, Fortis Gas, people that you don't even think about that are coming in, 100 mile was without power, or sorry, 108 mile was without power. So they had to come in and get all that going again. Just a huge team effort all the way around.
And how can people help now?
Good question. There's lots of relief funds set up. The fires are obviously still ongoing, and we've got a long, hot summer still ahead of us, right?
Well, your contributions were significant for the City of Coquitlam Fire and Rescue. Stu, thanks for coming in and sharing some of your story.
Yeah, appreciate it.